All right, welcome back. I am RhinoMonsterGC. This is my career mode in the PGA Tour 2023 Road to the Masters. As you can see, we are in the second round of the Tiburon Championship. I'm never going to get that right. Second round. We did an excellent first round. We're at -8 on the score, first place. Let's jump into the second round. You guys know what to do. You guys are doing it already. You guys are liking the video, so thank you very much. Leave a comment if you wish. Let me know if you actually played this Pebble Beach Golf Links in California. Let me know in the comments. As well, if you haven't already, subscribe, support the channel. You guys are awesome. Let's start the next round, and let's see where we end up.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the Monterey Peninsula and Pebble Beach, live second-round coverage of the Tiburon Championship. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. Our leader on this Friday is our featured golfer. He's on top by 1 entering play. This one's starting a little bit right. So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It's a little bit less than 2 inches. You can see the golf ball. Should be able to get at it, but may not be able to control the spin. We'll see. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Just 5 feet left. Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And he's going to remain at 8 under. Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
No damage done after missing the first fairway, but he should like this one a little bit better here at number 2. Well within range from here. A second now to the par 5.
And that second shot on this par 5, it just came out too low. Came out like a bullet. That first bounce, it wasn't going to stop. Second bounce wasn't going to stop, and just ran over the back.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. That's going to slide by to the left. Good work to get into that position, but couldn't finish it off. That finished off for par here at the second, and he'll stay right where he is. On to the 397-yard par 4 third, where some players drive it over the trees on the left to cut the dogleg, while others play it more conventionally. This is a pretty hole, the third, 397 yards, just a gentle dogleg to the left, and you do have the option. If you're longer, maybe you just take it up over those trees and cut the dogleg, leaving yourself very short shot in, or you can play it out to the right, have a little bit more in, but still certainly with a good chance at birdie. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Second shot coming up, just 97 yards left to the flagstick.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Oh, yes, plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And with it, he'll take over the top spot on the leaderboard here on this Friday. Frank, this is where it becomes really obvious where you are. You're at Pebble Beach. There's the Pacific Ocean, and this begins that magnificent 7-hole stretch right along the ocean. A fun hole, not long, 331 yards up the hill. We're at the fourth.
Yeah, and each one of those 7 holes that you refer to, Rich, there's a common theme, which is don't look right, because that's pretty much the ocean the whole way around. And this one here, that decision has to be made. 330 to the front of the green. If there's a hint of a breeze, you could try and drive it. Otherwise, really, you've got to worry about that pot bunker. That's between 230 and 250 yards. But as I first said, do not go right.
Yeah, that will get a little bit of run. That will be just fine. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second for this par 4. Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. He'll say he should have made that. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and this will remain a 1-shot advantage. We arrive now at the 189-yard par 3 called the New Fifth. Despite being redesigned by Jack Nicklaus late last century, safest play here is to the left center of the green. That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And Rich, this is a green I am familiar with, and this putt is slower than most people realise. Slightly up that slope, little bit of movement from right to left.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he gets it to 2 under for his round. 11 under now for the tournament.
It's a tremendous par 5 here, the 6th hole. Frank, you can plainly see Stillwater Cove on the right. Where do you want to put this tee shot?
When you look at that tee that you're on for a start, Rich, you're 20 yards above. So whatever you hit's going to go at least 20 yards further. So I look at that first bunker, 270, really only playing 250 yards, and then the fairway sloping towards the right. So even a 3-wood for some of the longer players, just something that hits around there, could even be a long iron, it's going to scoot forward. If you get 270 yards out of your tee shot, I mean, you can still reach this par 5 and 2.
It is one of the more satisfying shots in golf, isn't it? Downwind to a par 5, the second, you knock it on. Chance for eagle.
Certainly shortens up the par 5, that wind at your back, Rich, but you can just surf the wind. Just leave that ball carry and just sail towards the green.
Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Well, this is the one you dreamed about, isn't it? Just a little baby wedge that kisses the clouds and drops softly on that tiny green here at the 7th. You and your maker, there's nothing better in the world than to be playing the 7th hole and playing it well here at Pebble Beach.
Oh, this is straight at it.
That's a really good line.
Boy, he's starting to rev the engine now. Eagle at the previous hole, and a quality shot here. Chance to really get this thing moving. Ah, yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. And he'll move to 13 under par for the tournament. We head now to the 416-yard 8th hole, one of the premier par 4s in golf. Fairway wood or long iron off the tee, giving way to a long approach over the cliffs and a yawning chasm below. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
Well, Frank, this is a case where a par is going to feel like an eagle if he's able to get this done.
If he can just make it, just make this putt, then just like run to the next tee.
Good putt there. It's a bogey 5 here at the par 4. And fortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done.
Frank, you might be tempted to just stare off at the Pacific Ocean. It's right there, but you'd also better have your focus on what is one of the more challenging par fours in the game.
Yeah, this stretch, 8, 9, 10, demands just not just concentration, but really great shots. The tee shot here has to be struck absolutely flush down that left side. And the reason why, if you look closely, is this fairway, just everything moves to the right. So if you sort of pitch it in the middle of the fairway or the right-hand side of the fairway, it's going to go in the rough and leave you a really difficult second shot. So a great drive here is rewarded.
Yeah, that's a beautiful tee shot. Now watch this go. Oh, it's going to trundle right on down the slope. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Well, when you find your ball in the fairway at the 9th, you hit a great tee shot, one of the most difficult fairways to hit on the entire golf course, but now it opens up the opportunity to hit a great second.
Well, it's a little past the flag, but with the hole cut in the front third today, no surprise.
This one, not for the faint of heart. Down a big slope, though it is for birdie. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Okay, good putt there for his par here at the 9th. And that will be a sizzling 31 on the front side, 4 under par. Hope you're enjoying this little stroll along Carmel Bay, and the golf is as good as the view. This 10th hole is 444 yards. I would tell you that it is the widest fairway at Pebble Beach. It is, but it doesn't feel that way because of the way it slopes left to right. And if you're not careful, this one can get away from you and head toward that Pacific. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Pin in the back left today as he'll stare down this second to the par 4.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Now this for birdie at 10.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he has now moved 5 clear of the field here in round 2.
Well, this is where Pebble Beach changes significantly. We're going away from the Pacific Ocean now, up the hill toward the forest. Frank, what do you think of the 11th hole?
Well, it's tricky, Rich. Number one, because it's blind, as you've detailed, but uphill and it's sea level, so that tee shot's not going to go that far. There is a run out down that left side, just inside the tree line there. That's about 308 yards, but you're not going to go that far. So really, you have to respect this hole. Just hit a fairway finder.
That will do just fine. He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second. Needed maybe half a club more there. As it is, needs to get up and down to save par.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
Oh, nothing routine about that one. Well done to roll it in for par. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. And now we arrive at the 202-yard par 3 12th. Best to work the ball right to left, landing as softly as possible on one of the firmest greens at Pebble Beach. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand. And that race is right on by. Hang on. That's going to leave about 3 feet. So a tough hole. That's in for bogey at 12. And fortunately, the lead's still a comfortable one at a full 4 shots.
Frank, the 13th hole doesn't get as much fanfare as some of the more picturesque par 4s here at Pebble Beach. Just curious, what do you think of this 13th hole?
I think it's a good hole, Rich, because it rewards you. You can certainly make 3 here. I remember when Tony Jacklin actually made an eagle here, but it's very easy to mess up. Purely because they added those 3 bunkers in on the right side that start at 260 yards and finish at just over 290 yards. What that has done to this hole is actually shrunk the fairway to just 35 yards wide.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. From the fairway, Iona, this is second.
He's got 122 yards to the front of the green. 130 is the number to the flag. And that wind, it's coming from right to left, so you might need to start this a little bit to the right-hand side.
That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker.
Looking to splash this softly onto the green.
Okay, that should be inside of 10 feet. Not too bad.
This from 7 feet.
That's going to leak out to the right and trickle away. Not the right read there. Okay, that one finished off. It is a bogey here at unlucky number 13. And this is going to drop that lead down to 3 shots. We arrive now at the 582-yard par 5 14th. It is one of the hardest holes on the PGA Tour, year in, year out. This is a bear. Is starting up the right side.
Well, that breeze is coming pretty hard from the right. Did a great job of controlling the shot against it.
Frank, a chance here to get home in two, a chance maybe to do what Gary Woodland did on his way to winning the 2019 U.S. Open.
Yeah, Gary hit a great 3-wood, but I don't even think he was trying to hit that on the green. You look at that big gaping bunker left and short of that green. You would think that's to be avoided, but no. That's actually where you want to finish up because it's such a hard pitch shot. There's no point laying up. If you can get it into that front bunker, it's a relatively simple splash out shot. One of the few times you want to hit your second shot into a greenside bunker.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. That's how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie. And the lead swells to 6 here on this Friday.
Here at the 15th, a good drive, Frank, would be right down the middle. A bad drive would be on 17-mile drive. As scenic as it is, it's not where you want to be, is it? It's out of bounds.
Well, you can't afford to go right. You can't afford to pay for that real estate on the right either. So, yeah, anything down there. And fortunately, it's a downhill tee shot. I know there's sort of 4 bunkers really down the left side, but really it's the pop bunker that has to be avoided.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Good chance to get one in close from here. This is second. Look at birdie here at 15.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15, and he'll remain 4 clear of the field. We now begin one of the most beautiful stretches of finishing holes in all of golf, the March to the Sea at Pebble Beach, starting with a 400-yard par 4 16th. Key here, carry the island bunker. So after a big drive, 77 yards now for his second. That's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay.
18 feet from the bottom of the cup.
Nah, that's not going to come back enough. That'll stay on the high side.
Need a little bit more pace and a little more borrow.
Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and he'll maintain that 4-shot lead.
Well, here we are, 17th hole, and this is where you can make your mark on the sport. Frank, so much history at this par 3.
It's just a great hole too, Rich. You know, that hourglass-shaped green on the angle. But you're right when you talk about history. You go back to 1972, and this hole played into the breeze. It was a one-iron for Jack Nicklaus. Said one of the greatest shots he ever hit. Actually hit the flagstick, nearly went in. And of course, one of my favorites is 1982. Tom Watson had missed this green to the left, and the late Bruce Edwards was his caddy. And they were looking for options because they were in such a perilous situation with the US Open on the line. And Watson said, well, what about if I just hole it? And if you look really closely at the footage, as Watson starts to run across the green, he's pointing his finger back at Bruce and saying, I told you so. And then just a few years ago, too, Gary Woodland, he had to chip it on this green and made 3.
No problems there. That's a par here at 17, and he'll remain at -12. Well, you're not just playing the 18th hole at Pebble Beach, are you? You're taking a moment to soak it all in. Stand on that tee box, look out at the Pacific Ocean, think about what's happened here, who's played this hole, who's made history here, and then you let it rip. This may be a touch right. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
Normally they stick a tee in one end and a flag in the other. You're advanced the way. But that second shot on this par 5, that completely took the green out of play. Airmailed. That is a big mistake.
Nope. Okay, so that will wind up a par at the last. And that will be a score of 68 here in round 2. So will this be the week that our featured golfer claims that first ever title? Frank, it's looking promising through 36 holes.
It is, and to just make that final leap to become a winner on the PGA Tour. Well, that's what's in front. It seems simple, but the last bit is the most difficult.
So that'll do it for my partner here in the tower, Frank Nobilo. For Nota Begay, Iona Stephen, and all our crew, Rich Lerner saying, we'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour.
All right, another decent round, a really good round. We got an eagle in there. Yes, we got a couple of extra bogeys that we didn't want. But all in all, Absolutely great round. We're going to continue. We're going into the third round, and we're going in strong. So again, thanks for liking. Thanks for leaving a comment. Thanks for subscribing. See you guys in the next round.